Jody, I wanted to bring up a topic that's near and dear to my heart. My last duty station when I was in the service was in Key West, Florida. And
Ah,
it's a magical place. And you write about this in the book. You say Key West has become a second home to you. You visited it tons of time. And one of the best things about Key West, even from when I was there, was the Songwriters Festival, which I think happens in end of April, typically early May.
yeah.
It just happened this year. What are some of the lessons that you've learned from that festival and from Key West in general that made you bring it into the book in such a profound way?
Oh, I love this. And I didn't know that about you, John, that you were stationed in Key West. So, yes, I'm sure you can absolutely relate. I have been traveling to Key West multiple times a year since I was, gosh, probably for the last 23, 24 years. And when I say it's a magical place for me, I have always stepped off the airplane onto the tarmac and you just take a big inhale and exhale, and it just feels like everything slows down. Everybody there is, well, I'm making a very bold generalization, but it feels like there is just this sense of authenticity of this is who I am. I'm good with it. You be who you are, and we're all going to get along. And so, because there's this sense of authenticity and everyone's welcome, there doesn't feel this need to prove or to be something that you're not, or all those things that we've been talking about. There's almost like just this lightness of I'm okay to be me. And if that means I'm in shorts and flip flops and a t shirt everywhere I go, that's okay. So the authenticity is part of the magic there, just the slowing down and allowing life to just be, not having to push so hard, I think is also one of the just experiences and pieces of the magic about Key West. One of the things that I write about in the book related to the Songwriters Festival is, and I feel this way about musicians in general, but being up close and personal when you're at a any sort of festival or where you get to watch musicians just really be in their craft is there is a very palpable exchange of energy where you're watching. For me, when I write about Key West and the Songwriters Festival, you're watching a musician just completely immerse themselves into their songwriting, into their passion, into their work, and really what I think they've connected to is their purpose in the world. And watching that come alive, I think we can all relate where we've seen a musician or an artist just be completely wrapped up in their offering to the world. That is so inspiring. And I think it also it has been for me just a checkpoint moment to say, do I feel that way about my life? Do I feel that way about my work, my family? Can I that energy exchange is so powerful that for me it has just provided a lot of those reflective moments of, do I feel like I have to escape from my life and go somewhere else, or do I feel as relaxed and at peace and in my craft outside of Key West as I do when I'm here and all of this magic? And I think that's a really good place to wrap up that part of this conversation is, for me, Key West has always provided that checkpoint and that benchmark of I want to feel just as good when I arrive here as I do when I land and go back home. And if I don't, that's part of my work to figure out how do I infuse that magic, that peace, that connection, that purpose that I feel when I'm in Key West. Now, you can't always transplant palm trees in that sunshine and that perfect weather that Key West has, although I wish I could. But I love that you shared that part of the book because Key West is definitely a special place for me. And I think that's part of what it's done for me is, like I said, just allowed me to check myself along the way.